Welcome to Lilly Beauty Mantra. Things not to do before bed. Build a restful bedtime routine by avoiding these activities before bed. Getting a good night's sleep is essential for your mood, energy level, and overall health. Your sleep also depends on what you do during the day, including how much physical activity you get, what you eat and drink, and how you're mentally stimulated you are. And in the hour just before you crawl into the bed, what you do is especially important. When you people suffer from insomnia or other sleep issues, it's often because of something they are doing probably unintentionally when they should be preparing for rest. Using a smartphone or a digital device. Several studies have suggested that electronic devices like e-readers and smartphones or eye-watching televisions in our before bed can disturb sleep. So, avoiding light-emitting technology for at least 1 hour before bedtime is essential. The blue light gives off by computers, smartphones, tablets, and TVs prevent the production of melatonin, which helps the body become sleepy. Try this instead. Keep all electronic devices out of your bedroom. Consider dimming the display if you choose to use electronic devices before bed. Taking certain medication. If you take medicine or supplement daily and are also experiencing sleep problems, it may help to consult a healthcare provider. The time or the day you take your dose may keep you awake at night. That effects may be subtle, but some medicines can make you alert for several hours after taking them. For example, antidepressant can strongly affect sleep. Also, some pain medicines may upset your stomach, which makes sleep more difficult. On the other hand, some medicines such as blood pressure pills work best at night. A sleeping pill isn't always the answer. Either sleeping pills are generally only recommended for short-term periods. Try this instead. Talking to a healthcare provider about when to take your medication would be the best. Also, if you take sleeping pills regularly, talk to a healthcare provider about other options. Prescription drug will be a safer and more effective for more than a few weeks than sleeping pills. But a longer term solution that doesn't rely on medication is your best bet. Text a friend, think twice before you message a friend or family member or get involved in a group text conversation shortly before bed. If you sleep with your phone in or near your bed, you could be disturbed by replies after falling asleep. Try this instead. If you are worried about getting messages late at night, put your phone in another room or mute it off. Drinking coffee. You probably already know you should avoid coffee before bed. 1 cup contains about 95 milligram of caffeine, 3 which can keep you alert for hours. But some people still like the idea of a hot drink after a dinner. They may not realize that although they are still several hours away from turning in, their habit could disturb sleep. The truth is that caffeine can stay in the body for up to 10 hours. Even caffeine at lunch can be too close to bedtime for some people. Try this instead. Warm milk may be helpful as a sleep aid if you are thirsty before bedtime. Tea, even if you avoid coffee. You may need to be careful about another significant sources of caffeine, that is tea. Drinking labeled as herbal tea such as a peppermint or chamomile varieties are probably caffeine free. But types that contain black, green or white tea leaves do indeed include all the stimulated. Try this instead. You may still be able to enjoy your favorite caffeinated tea at night. Dunk your tea bag into a cup of hot water. Dump it out and make a second cup using that same tea bag. Most of the tea's caffeine is released earlier. On this, the steeping process explained. So, this may help you enjoy the flavor and warmth without so much of the stimulated caffeine. Eating chocolates. Another sneaky source of caffeine is chocolate, especially dark chocolates with a high cocoa content. Chocolates also contain the stimulants theobromine, which may increase your heart rate and sleeplessness. People might not think about ice creams that contain chocolates or coffee as something that might potentially keep them awake. But if they are sensitive to caffeine, that could definitely do the trick. For example, 50 grams serving of dark chocolate contains about 90 milligrams of caffeine and 250 of milligram of theobromine. Try this instead. Opt for a light snacks without caffeine if you are hungry close to bedtime. Nuts and fruits like pineapple, oranges and bananas may boost melatonin helping you sleep. Next, eating spicy or fatty foods. Having a large meal too close to bedtime can make falling asleep uncomfortable. If you are bloating or painfully full, spicy or fatty food may be particularly risky because they are associated with acidic reflux, which often worsen when you lie down. Try this instead. Ideally, it would be best to have dinner at least 2 hours before going to sleep. That gives your body enough time to being digest the food. And if you are used to eating something right before the bed, stick with sleep promoting foods like simple carbohydrates or a glass of milk. Next, drinking alcohol. Alcohol tricks you into thinking you will sleep better because it often makes you drowsy and makes it easier to fall asleep. Now, explained by the professor, but as your body begins to metabolize the alcohol, REM sleep, the period where our sleep is most restorative, is reduced. When something impairs or disturbs your REM sleep, you may wake up tired and unable to concentrate. For example, a study published in 2015 in alcohol found that alcohol acts like a diuretic, potentially making you go to the bathroom frequently at the night. Try this instead. According to Dr. Rosenberg, for most people it's okay to have a drink or two with dinner, but skip the nightcap of the glass of wine on the couch right before bed. Smoking. We could go on and on about all the ways smoking is terrible for you, including many people smoke to relax, said Gardner. But nicotine is a stimulant and can worsen insomnia, especially if you light up close to bedtime. Additionally, nicotine withdrawal can cause smokers to wake up early than they are usually wouldn't in the morning. If you are a smoker and you are having a trouble sleeping, that may be another reason you should talk to a healthcare provider. About quitting, suggested it's not just traditional cigarettes you should avoid at night. Cigars, e-cigarettes, smoking, cessation patches, pipes and chewing tobacco can keep you up. Try this instead. If you need something to help you relax before bed, leave the cigarettes out of the bedroom and try some relaxation techniques. For example, progressive muscles relaxation can help distress you before falling asleep. The method involves tensioning parts of your body from your toe to your face and then slowly relaxing them down. Chug a lot of water. Staying hydrated is important, but it may not be the best strategy to drink a huge glass of water before bed or sleep. With the water by your bed, said Gardner. Try this instead. Suggested making sure you're drinking plenty of water throughout the day. Also, always use the bathrooms before you head to bed. Work out too intensely. You may have heard that exercise before bed might keep you awake at night, but some evidence suggested that the common belief may not be accurate. However, prolonged or very high intensity exercises late at night may make it difficult for some people to fall asleep. Try this instead. Regular exercises has been shown to help treat insomnia and promote good sleeping habits. So, if you are staying up extra late to make that 9 p.m. kickboxing classes that may keep you awake, see if you sleep better after an early workout, turn up the heat. Everyone preferences differ, but most sleep best between 60 and 70 degrees. People sleep better when it's cooler, sometimes a little cooler than they think. That's because the body's temperature drops at night and a lower temperature allows people to cover up with blanket without getting too hot. Try this instead. If you like to stay warm and cozy at the night, try sleeping with your favorite blanket rather than cranking up with heat. Additionally, some evidence is suggested that weighted blankets positively affect sleep outcomes. Now, taking a shower. If you shower after working out at night or bath before bed, there's certainly nothing wrong with it. But if you usually rinse off in the morning and you only switch it up occasionally, bathing at night could send the wrong message to your brain. Shower often wake people up, so it might not be the best thing to do before bed. Additionally, people with long hair should be careful not to go to bed with wet hair, which can be uncomfortable and cause knots and tangles. Further, wet hair can dampen your sheets and pillows, creating the perfect environment for mold to grow. Try this instead. It should be a consistent habit if you want to shower at night. Opt for a warm shower an hour or two before the bed. Some evidence is suggested that warm bath may help relax and prime your body from sleep. Sleep is vital to our well-being, but unfortunately, many people don't get enough of it. If you have trouble sleeping, it might be helpful to look at your evening routine. Cut back on any habits that might interfere with sleep, whether drinking coffee, smoking, or looking at a blue screen too close to bedtime. So these were some tips to get you off from the non-sleeping habit and making you sleep early. So opt any of this to make your sleeping habit healthier. Thank you.